up, guys? Cowboy Ryan with no more back pain secrets. And in this video, we are going to talk about how to find the best chiropractor in your town.
Woo-hoo! I'm Cowboy Ryan, pro rodeo bareback rider, national TV bareback champion, America's premier trainer, as seen on ABC Shark Tank.
I healed chronic lower back pain.
Okay, so here's the first thing that you're looking for, guys, and you've got to understand. I went to 2 years of chiropractors, over 15 different doctors. I spent over $10,000, and the 15th doctor actually is the one that got me the breakthrough and got me to literally to transform and change my body almost overnight. The rest of the chiropractors I went to, they gladly took my money, and it did not help me at all. So here's what you're looking for. Number one, you are going to look for a chiropractor who's been in the business a really long time, okay? Someone who's done it 20, 25, 30 years. The chiropractor that helped me and really transformed me almost overnight. He'd been doing it 45 years, guys, okay? He was retired. He was so amazing. People followed him to his house. So he set up like a little clinic in the basement of his house to just help the people that kept knocking on his door. Here's what I learned I'm going to tell you what I learned from him, and then I'm going to tell you what I learned from the other chiropractors. Step one, what I learned from him is you want a chiropractor, and you're going to ask him this on the phone or in person when you go there. You want someone who does a hard adjustment, okay? Not a little clicker, not manipulate the bones, okay? Because those little clickers and manipulating of the bones is going to take forever to get you back in the adjustment that you need to be in. So you want someone who does hard adjustments. Let me explain just a little bit what happened to the chiropractor industry 20, 30, 40 years ago. Chiropractors were in the business just to heal you as fast as they possibly could. And they did. And they went to school for 15 years. They had a lot of loans, a lot of debt. And it took them forever to not only get out of debt, but to actually start to make money. And, they were seeing about 2 clients an hour, okay? So about $50, so that's $100 in an hour, 2 clients, and they were just going all in, spending time with them, getting them warmed up, getting the adjustment, you name it. I mean, they were doing a top-notch job. So what ended up happening is over the years, some business consultant, I don't know who he was, I'd like to get my hands on him and wring his neck, but he came along and he said, "Hey, Mr. Chiropractor, let me teach you something about your business side of what you're doing and how you can make $1 million instead of $100,000. So here's what they said. He said, you've got to offer your clients more visits, more services. And he said, offer them nutrition, a plan, offer them a workout plan, offer them a yoga, a stretching program, get them all on that, even get them on some right supplements that are good for you." Well, here's what happened. The chiropractors started to do that, but guess what? They didn't go to school for be a personal trainer. They didn't go to school to be a nutritionist. They didn't go to school to be a yoga instructor or a supplement specialist. They went to school to adjust the bones. Remember, chiropractors specialize in the bones. That's right. Is that making sense? The bones, the alignment of your bones. When your bones are out of alignment, that's when you need to go to a chiropractor. If you're having chronic pain, you don't need to go to a chiropractor. You need to go to someone else who specializes in muscles, and we'll tap on that here in a bit. So what ended up happening was the chiropractors, they didn't know anything about nutrition, so they didn't teach that. They didn't sell it to their clients. They didn't know anything about working out. They didn't know a whole lot about the muscles or supplements. So here's what they did do. They said, you know what we are going to do? Instead of doing a hard adjustment, we're going to do a semi-adjustment. And what usually took 2 visits to the chiropractor to get you back in alignment, they stretched it out to 4 visits. They didn't adjust you as hard, okay? And they said, man, that works really good. Pretty soon, they came out with, let's do 6 adjustments. Let's do 8 adjustments. And then pretty soon, they come out with this thing called the clicker. Click, click, okay? If you ever go to a chiropractor and he pulls out that click, click, clicker, grab your wallet and run out of the office as fast as you possibly can. And I want you to be screaming, scam, scam. Oh my gosh, scam, you're a scam, okay? Because here's why. that little clicker, that manipulator, I saw many of those, like 14 of those things. And basically that click means cha-ching, money in his bank account and money out of your bank account, and you're still going to have the chronic back pain. Because what ended up happening was what used to take 2 adjustments, they turned it into 10. Well, 10 adjustments times $50 a visit, that's $500 that they made off of you instead of 2 visits, which is $100. 5 times an increase in their salary. Pretty soon they're making over $1 million a year. So that's what I learned. Did I make that up? No, I learned that from the greatest chiropractor on planet Earth. That's right. And that's what he taught me. And that's where the game changed for me. Are these chiropractors bad? No, they're just trying to help you. And maybe they've got the greatest intentions in the world, but you're going to have a tough time finding a chiropractor who's really wants you to not go see them. That's what you want to find. You want to find a chiropractor that looks at you and says, I don't want to see you in my office again, and I need you to do this and this and this and this before you come see me next time, okay? So there it is right there. That's what you're looking for. You're also going to look for a chiropractor that really warms up the muscles. So when you get there to the office, they have a heating pad, or they got some type of a machine that they really work and warm the muscles up. You got to get those muscles warm, because remember, it's the muscles that's causing the chronic lower back pain. We got to warm those muscles up, because say here's your back, okay? And you go hoe the garden, and it gets kind of, well, that's not a very good crook. Say the crook is there. It gets kind of out of alignment right there, okay? If you knock yourself out of alignment hard enough, it's going to stay there. Now, what keeps you straight is the actual muscles around your spine. Does that make sense? Would you agree with me? Okay, common sense. And believe it or not, throughout your day, your back is going out of alignment and back in alignment, out of alignment and back in alignment, okay? That's what your muscles are doing. They're holding that adjustment. Let's do it this way. This guy's a little more flexible, okay? So, right in alignment, but something too hard, you're knocked out of alignment. Here's what happens. Most people, okay, they get knocked out of alignment. They don't run straight to the chiropractor that day or the next day. They let a day or two go by. If you're a rodeo cowboy, you let a few years go by before finally the pain is so ridiculously bad and you've got to do something about it because you don't want to go to the doctor. What ends up happening, that new adjustment of your back is like this. Your muscles have now formed. The muscles on this side, they shorten, and the muscles here, they lengthen, and now that is their new position, just like that, because just because that's your new position where you're at. You go to the chiropractor, they do not warm the muscles up on the outside and the inside and around that, and he does his adjustment, and especially with his little clicker, and he goes click like that, and it's just small enough, but guess what? Your muscles pull you right back. And usually, check this out, folks, usually when the chiropractor adjusts you, your muscles pull you right back where you were by the time you get in your car, okay? So the little adjustment, the little clicker, here's 1 visit, click, here's 2 visit, click, here's 3 visit, click, here's 4 visit, click, here's 5 visit, click, 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 click. And that's why they want to put you on like a 6-month or a year program to finally get your back straight, a little click at a time, okay? If you do not stretch your muscles, you do not warm your muscles up, even if you're going to the clicker guy, you're going to visit that dude. He's going to put you on, he's going to love you. He's going to put you on his lifelong-term program. You're going to hand over your wallet. You're going to hand over your college kids' funds. And every time you make, you're going to be getting him and making his Corvette payment. I know about this because I've been there. Are you paying attention? Do I have your attention? Okay. So here's what you want to do. Before you go to the chiropractor, you're going to warm the muscles up. You're going to take a warm shower. You're going to get in a hot tub. You're going to put a heating pad on your back. You're going to do whatever it takes to get those muscles really nice and really warm. Once you get to the chiropractor's office, you're going to show up early. You're going to get out of the car. You're going to walk around the building for a while. You're going to get your muscles loosened up again. And then you're going to go into the chiropractor's office and he is going to warm those muscles up again because you found a chiropractor. You did your homework. You found a chiropractor who's going to warm those muscles up nice and warm. And then you also found a chiropractor that really cares about healing your back, and he wants to do a hard adjustment and adjusts you right there where you need to be. The muscles are warm, and now the chances of them holding that new adjustment is really good, really great, really awesome. Now, here's the other thing. You guys still with me? After your adjustment, what you're going to do is you're going to leave the office. You're going to walk around the parking lot. You're going to walk around the building. You're going to do whatever you can to avoid sitting down, because sitting down is the hardest thing you could ever do on your back. And with you moving around and walking, the mobility, your muscles to the new adjustment, they're trying to hold you upright and stable. They can't think about pulling you back to that old adjustment. They're just, you're using them and you're working them to hold that new adjustment. And the chances of you holding that new adjustment is really good to great. And it's looking good. Then you're going to get in the car. You're going to drive home, drive to the office, wherever you're going. Once you get home, you're going to get out of the car. You're going to walk around again. You're going to warm those muscles up. And you're going to do a really good job of staying as mobile as you possibly can after your adjustment to try to hold that new adjustment. Okay? Then what you're going to do when you're done with that at the end of the day, and you've held that new adjustment and your muscles are right where they need to be. Now what you're going to do is you're going to ice your muscles. Because what it's going to do, it's going to pull those muscles tight. It's going to tighten them up. It's going to help heal the muscles. But also with that new adjustment and they're where they need to be, you're going to tighten them up just a little bit, and you're going to increase the odds of them holding that new adjustment where you need it to be. Bam! Does that make sense? Hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully you guys are getting what I'm laying down. The other thing that you're going to do before you go to the chiropractor, while you're at the chiropractor, and when you leave the chiropractor, water. Lots and lots and lots. Did I say water? Lots of water. Here's why. Your muscles are made up of 60, almost 70% water. So if you're really feeling them water, that new adjustment that they just came to, they're really going to have a chance of holding that adjustment really good, really great. Does that make sense? Hopefully, and I bet right now as you're watching this, you're going, I don't even drink water. Well, there you go. You learned something in this video. That is the problem. When you don't drink water, what ends up happening, your muscles, they shorten, they tense up, they tighten up, and that is causing more chronic lower back pain because those muscles are shorter and they are tighter. So you need to fuel the muscles with lots of water. Okay, the other thing, chiropractor, you're going to insist they take x-rays of your back, okay? And I made this mistake. I went to chiropractor one time, a young guy, new practice in town, and I begged him to take x-rays, and he didn't, and he adjusted me for about a month. It was getting worse. It was getting worse. Pretty soon it looked like my back looked like someone took a baseball bat and beat the you-know-what out of me. It was so bruised up. Finally, I went to the hospital and had them do x-rays of my back, and I took it into him, showed him the x-rays, and this is what he says. Oh, I'll be darned. Guess we've been adjusting you the wrong way. Oh, really? The wrong way? I've spent like $900 to visit you, and all you can say is the wrong way. So make sure they do x-rays of your back. But here's the thing. Make sure they do x-rays of you standing up, okay? Don't have them lay you down. Stand upright, because that is going to give you the true look of what's going on in your back. Make sure you don't make that mistake, because I made that mistake. Cost me time, cost me money, and cost me a lot of headaches and pain. And the other thing is, guys, one last thing, you're going to want to find a chiropractor who really does specialize in the nutrition and the yoga. And if you don't, you can get that here on my channel. But you want something you want a chiropractor who's the well-rounded, and he's got your best interest in his interest to heal your back pain. Here's the times when you do need a chiropractor, and I don't think I could have really healed my back the way I did, as fast as I did without a chiropractor. Again, when you're out of alignment, you need a chiropractor to get you back in alignment, because I don't know of a way to get you back into alignment when you're out of alignment. But You've got to work it hand in hand. You've got to work with a chiropractor, find a dynamic one to get you back into alignment, and then you've got to spend the time with your muscles, get your muscles in shape, okay? One last thing, when you pull into the chiropractor's office, look around, drive around the parking lot, see if there's a Corvette in the parking lot. If there's a Corvette in the parking lot, most likely you, and if he puts you on a really long-term program, you're going to be making that Corvette payment. So, all right, guys, hopefully this is helpful. I hope you learned something, and you know what? Give you a thumbs up. Thanks for tuning in. And really quick, I hope you're not just watching this video to be entertained. I know I'm entertaining. That's right. I am. I'm fun. I'm funny. But let's heal your back pain today. Get her started. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Woo! That's what I'm talking about.